About to start. Look alive. It is started. It is recording right now. It is 6:04 on June 2nd, 2026. What a great day to be alive. June 2nd. This is the final grit call for the spring. Thank you guys that are here live. I see you. Brixton made the time. Bryson's outside on a beautiful Nevada day. Zach's in the house. Landon, good to see you. Coach Lunt is here. Willis said he was going to try to jump in. I'm not sure about Coach Jesse. We'll see. I'm on my phone today. Forgot my computer at work, so we're doing it mobile, but this is recorded. So I will be uploading this tomorrow to the YouTube, to YouTube. I'll be uploading it to YouTube tomorrow. So if you're watching this on replay, good job. Thank you for watching. And yeah, we'll try to keep this fairly brief. I just wanted to jump on because I miss you guys. It was so fun this last weekend being up there in Auburn with you guys, your families. Awesome getting to break bread with a lot of you on Saturday evening, watching Game 7. That was awesome. To see the Spurs knock off the Thunder. So that was an awesome weekend. Didn't get all the wins we wanted, but I thought we competed all weekend long and fought, and that's about all you can ask for. You know, sometimes we'd show up and be a little outmatched, a little outmanned, but I never felt like we didn't play hard or play together. And that's what we emphasized all spring was play hard, play together, process over outcomes, live with the results. That's stuff that sometimes you're going to play teams that are better than you. And I know looking back over the spring, there was games that we could have won, should have won, pissed away some games, I would say. But I hope that the mistakes we made in those losses, you don't make again during the regular season when you're with your high school teams. Hopefully you learn from the mistakes we made and we get better. That's what we're trying to do. That's what this whole thing was about, was progress. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. Even Michael Jordan missed some shots, not in clutch very often. Willis would tell us every time he missed here right now, but he's not on the call. So everybody misses shots. Nobody's perfect. It's about progress, getting better. And I think that that's what we did. I felt like we did a really good job of being together. And like I said, even though the outcomes didn't always end up the way we wanted, fought to the end. 15s, Brixton, buzzer beater Brixton. Is that the new nickname? Buzzer beater Brixton with the bucket to beat the bad guys. A lot of B's in there. So yeah, good job on that. Proud of you, Brixton, for sticking with everything. And like I said, I think one of the teams, good guys don't always finish last. You know, there's that old expression, good guys finish last. Not always. I felt like we have a lot of really good guys on this team, in this program. And yeah, you guys showed that this last weekend and all spring. I was proud of how we fought and never quit, never gave up. And then to get a couple dubs at the end of the season, that was awesome. I was really happy that you guys got those dubs on the 15 team. I'll let Coach Lunt talk a little bit about the 17s here in a second. Maybe Coach Willis will be able to join us. But I was pleased. I thought we got a lot better during the spring, and it's just the beginning. There's nobody on this team that's arrived. And I know some of the guys are moving off to play in college. Kaysen's moving on to Whitworth. Vince, Mitch coming to Pacific. So there's guys moving on, but this was a really fun spring for me as director. It's always fun getting to have my kids around you guys. Maggie will go up and hold your hand and maybe touch your butt. You know, you touch your butt. Jack thought that was funny and really loud, buddy. But yeah, she's a friendly one, and Jack's getting his jump shot down. you guys will be coaching Jack up, but he's got reaching in the cookie jar. He's got that down. So look out. We got a shooter coming. We got a shooter coming, folks. So I really enjoyed having you guys around, my kids, and look forward to the summer with some of you guys that are able to play. And then looking forward to maybe next spring. But I'll definitely be following you guys in this June ball. So stay in touch. Let me know when you guys are playing games. Let me know how they're going. Hopefully, you take some of this mental training stuff and implement it. Hopefully, you guys were doing that. We talked about it some, but there was a lot of self-reflection in there and some of those questions. So we will be doing wrapping that up. So I'll be looking over the answers and following up with some of you that were doing it. Those ones that weren't doing it, that's kind of on you. But hopefully, those of you that did it got stuff out of it, because I did. I know there was a lot of those things that I was picking up watching Colin speak. But Coach Lunt, are you there? Are you able to jump on real quick and say hello to everybody? Coach Lunt.
What's up, guys? Hope everyone's great. Just to kind of piggyback off what Coach Miner was talking about, great weekend. I know I was at Mr. Last game, but really enjoyed how well we competed. Those three games that I was at, thought we did some really good things, showed a lot of progress. I do think I know for the 17U team, we're going to meet individually on Zoom calls and kind of talk about, goals and what we saw as far as improving. Hopefully all of you guys will get an opportunity to talk with your coaches. I do think that's a great opportunity for you all to reflect on like what you felt like you did well, what you feel like you need to improve on before the coach brings it up. I think that's an important piece. And then make sure you ask good questions because that's only going to help you get better. I know for my guys or the 17U guys, when we meet with them, I think and this is how we are with our guys too, we're very direct. And this is what you got to improve on. This is what you're good at. This is what you're not very good at. Sometimes guys can take that personally in a negative way, but it's never negative. It's all out of love, only to help you guys improve. I think for our college guys, when we have those conversations, they've got a limited amount of time where you guys have a lot more time, just because you guys are still in high school and working on improving. So make sure you ask those questions. Think about what you need to get better at. Evaluate yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's the biggest thing as far as improving. I always say that we do a 500 makes, and we keep track of how many attempts it takes for you to get a make. So if you were to shoot 100 shots, 20 from each, or 20 from a corner, 20 from a wing, 20 from the top, 20 from opposite wing, 20 from the corner, how many attempts is it taking you to make 20? And like some players will say to me, well, I'm an elite shooter, but they're shooting 145 for 100. Well, that's not an elite shooter status. Like that's not even close. So knowing your strengths and your weaknesses are very important. And make sure you ask some good questions.
You want to get down around 115, maybe even down around 110. Get down under 110. That's shooting about 90%. Wide open, nobody guarding you. The hoop's always 10 feet high. It's always the same distance away. So getting to where you can just put it in the bottom of the net, seeing it go in and having that confidence. And you earn confidence. Confidence isn't given by a cool arm sleeve or a headband. That's not going to give you confidence. You get confidence by work.
Yeah, and to touch on that with what coach just said, confidence isn't something that comes outwardly. Nothing drives me more crazier than when kids say, "Well, I need you to have confidence in me." No, 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 that's not how it works. Like if you're dependent on people to be confident in you in order for you to be confident, then you're always going to be up in the air with everything you do. Like that, you've got to learn. It's inwardly. That's where confidence comes from. And the preparation, separations in the preparation, you want to build confidence and you got to work your butt off and you got to do, what's asked of you. But don't ever have a mind frame of having to need someone to give you confidence. That's not how things work. And like I said, your life, your journey as an athlete, as a human being, like with whatever you do, if you need someone to boast confidence in you for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish, it's always going to be an up and down journey. So make it straight line journey and learn to develop confidence inwardly.
Love that. Internal. And some kids are, I want you to give me confidence that you think I'm going to make it. And I'm like, if you work your ass off and you make a lot of shots on your own, but I don't want to give a bad shooter confidence to shoot it. Like if you're a good shooter, then yeah, you should be shooting it, but you got to earn that. And if you're, if they're saying, well, I don't know, if you're shaking your own confidence and you need somebody else, but we want you to have confidence, but you have to put in the time and earn that. And if you start making shots, then that's how coaches have confidence in you. But it shouldn't have to come from somebody else. So we're gonna go around. I think there's a few of us: Brixon, Bryson, Landon, and Zach. I'm gonna pass it to you guys real quick. I want you to give us just a highlight from the spring, something that you, something you enjoyed, kind of just a highlight moment, game, Zoom call, trip, whatever it is. I'm gonna pass it around to the guys that are here. So I'll start with Bryson Walston. Bryson. Uh-oh. Don't tell me your mic's not working. So we'll pass the mic. We're gonna see if you can get it to work, but it looked like it should have been going. But we'll see. Brixon, big
Um,
shot,
yeah,
buzzer
I gotta
beater,
say my
Brixon.
highlight of the season has got to be the game winning buzzer beater, that last game. I mean, like it doesn't get much better than that.
Walk the end the season on a game winner. You're
Uh-huh.
right. And if you would have quit at any point during the season, you wouldn't have got that buzzer beater opportunity, right?
Exactly.
So use that as a lesson, right?
Mm.
Sometimes you got to put up with some losses and some things not going your way, and not always roses and sunshine and kittens, but through the adversity, you made it and you were rewarded by hitting that game winner. Let's
Yeah.
go. Nice, Brixton. All right. And what about one thing you're going to take away? What's something that's a good moment, highlight, memory? Is there anything, whether that's mental training, anything that coach said that you're going to take away? Is there anything that you got?
I mean, like we didn't have the greatest season. We didn't win many games, but like I just try to have as much fun as possible. And like that's what really got me through the season, was trying to have as much fun and trying to
Enjoy the
improve
game.
every practice, every one of those workouts down in Medford, trying to get better.
That's good. I love that. Yeah, yeah, things aren't going to always go your way, and say it wasn't a great season. I thought it was a great season. Maybe not wins and losses
Hmm.
scoreboard wise, but development. You're right. That's all you can worry about, is just every practice, every time you get in the gym, give it your all. So good job. All right, thanks, Brixon. All right, I'm gonna pass it to Zach Moneyman Miller. Zachary.
Yep, I'd say one of my favorite parts was I got to have a great call with Coach Willis about what I could improve on, and a big thing he kind of outlined to me was like commanding the floor a little better and like following the plays in the offense, and then also like being able to facilitate in that. And so that was really helpful. We also went over some like film and stuff, and yeah.
Nice. Great. Good job. Thanks, Zach. Landon. Landon Winton. Landon.
I would say one highlight. Can't remember what team it was. The team we were at Clackamas. Yeah, it was Clackamas High School, and it was the team with that where they had a bunch of kids. It's something magic. They had a bunch of kids. I think we were
Perfect.
just it was a back and forth game. Overall, that game was really fun. Just yeah, that game was probably my favorite play. Um, One thing I would take away, I would say stop. Like got to stop being so indecisive with the basketball and just not really second guess myself. And
That's good. Yeah, got to be more decisive, strong with the ball. But no, I saw a lot of growth this year with you, Landon, and you got 2 more years to just keep getting better in high school. So good job. I'm glad that you were with us. I'm glad you're going to be back in the summer, and let's keep getting better. So enjoy this June and just, yeah, keep grinding away. All right. We're going to go back. Big man, Bryson. Bryson.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello? All right.
All right, Bryson. Bryson, what do you got?
So, what I really liked about this season, especially as someone new and not being in the program, a lot of team unity. I really like that concept of everyone knows each other, everyone gets along with each other, and we're able to play good games of basketball because everyone can play with each other.
Nice. Good answer. I love that. Unity, togetherness. That's what we talk about. And so I'm glad that you felt that. And coming from Nevada, I know it could have been tough for you, or kids could have been like, well, who's this guy coming in? But I didn't see any of that. I know the guys like you and you're a likable kid. So, yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed the experience and did feel that togetherness of grit. So good job, Bryson. And the tournament, we missed you, but we don't look past the sacrifices that you made to play with us. And obviously, that comes from a good father who's sacrificed a lot to get you up to play with us. Time, money, gas, all that adds up. So make sure that you show that G and grit, the gratitude to your dad and his lady that helped get you up to that one tournament. And make sure you show that appreciation, because there's not anything that when you have kids that says you have to send them to far off places to play basketball, right? So all of you guys in the program have unbelievable families, and I can say that because I know your families, and there's a lot of people that care about you guys. So do it for yourself, but know you got a lot of people in your corner cheering for you. Stay out of trouble. So the 3 things that you can be doing right now: keep your grades up. Keep your grades up. Get them up. The better your grades are, the more options you'll have for getting to go to college. So get your grades up. Stay out of trouble. There's too many kids out there that want what you guys want to, for you guys to be getting in trouble. And I know there's not a lot of stuff happening down in Douglas County, Brixton. I know there's a lot of temptations, but keep yourself out of trouble. You know, people want to see you get in trouble. And that might sound, and there's people, I know a lot of people like you. All of you guys that are on this call. There's kids that like you, a lot of kids like you, but there's also kids that are jealous of you guys because you're hoopers. You're in the spotlight. People see you at the games. They know you. They recognize you around campus because you're a hooper. Girls like guys that are hoopers. That's the truth. That's not the only reason I got good at basketball, but helped me when I was motivated, but there is definitely some people, misery loves company, that don't want to see you guys do well because, you're in the spotlight. You're kind of in a fishbowl. Everyone's watching you as an athlete, and they want to see that star athletes fail. And that's probably a sad commentary on humans, but jealousy is a real thing. So make sure you guys have too much to risk You have your whole lives to go party and do that, but you have one chance to be a high school athlete. And so don't risk it by going out and doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, especially, small town. I know Bryson knows this. His dad, he knows he can't. But all of you guys need to know you can't be causing trouble, doing things to risk yourself getting in trouble. It's just not worth it. And I know in small towns, I know a lot of you guys are from small towns. There's not a lot going on, and your friends will be out doing stuff. But you got to sometimes stand up and say, hey, no, I got different goals than you do, my man. Like, you can go out and smoke that or drink that, but I got different goals. So my actions have to be different. You guys have all heard me say that if your actions don't line up with your goals, change your goals or change your actions. So if you have goals of playing college basketball or being a really good high school varsity player, then your actions have to be different than those other kids that don't have those same goals. Their actions don't have to be the same. They can skip workouts. They can go out and drink. They can do those things. They don't have as much to lose as you do. And so that's where make good mistakes or make good choices, avoid mistakes. Sorry. I got kids running around in the background. I'm distracted, but make good choices, avoid mistakes, and think about what you do and who you're hanging around with. Boys and girls. I'd avoid hanging around with too many girls just because they're kind of trouble, unless they rebound for you. Find somebody that's going to rebound for you. But of girls, I've seen a lot of guys lose their jump shot because they start falling in love and they start chasing a girl around. So, not saying it's a terrible thing. I know some of you guys do have girlfriends, but be careful. Make sure you know who you're spending time with. Make sure that you're comfortable with them, and because you never know if they say something or there's disagreements or you get in a fight. So just be very careful about who you're spending time with. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. So think about that. Who do you spend the most time with? Are there other hoopers that have similar aspirations, similar goals as you? If they are, then great, you're doing a good job. But if you're hanging around with kids that are out doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, not taking their education serious, then it might be time for a tough conversation with them. Like, hey, we've been buddies for a long time, but I got to cut you loose if you're going to keep doing those things, because I can't risk myself getting in trouble just to hang out with you. So you take a good apple, put it in a barrel full of rotten ones, that good apple is going to rot pretty quickly. So show me your friends, I'll show you your future. You got a lot of good guys in this GRIT program. So reach out to each other. If your friends are going out drinking or smoking or doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, reach out to somebody on GRIT and say, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? Just reach out. Be confident in your decisions. Be confident in who you are. Don't try to impress people that you probably don't even like or care what they think anyway. So don't care what others think. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparing yourself to others. Somebody else is going to have a nicer car, faster car, bigger house. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to how you were yesterday. If you're getting better every day, if you're showing that constant improvement, consistency, consistent improvement, stack your good habits, stack days, compare yourself to how you were yesterday, not anybody else. So, all right, that's all we're going to have tonight. I appreciate you coming, Brixton, Landon, Bryson, Zach. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to following your guys' season. We will be reaching out to set up individual Zoom calls with you guys and your coach to talk it over and just see what we can do to help with those goals. But school's about to slow down. Summertime's the time to grind. So it's the time to work. Put in the time, try to get up early. Douglas County in the summer is going to be hot. So get up early, get your work in, then you can go hang out on the Umpqua or do what you do down there in Douglas and Umpqua, South Umpqua. But all right, that's it, guys. We'll see you guys soon. Stay in touch. Reach out if you need anything, and let's go Grit. See you guys.
Thank you, Coach.
You're
Thank you so
welcome,
much.
Rick.
Thank
See you,
you.
Landon. See you, Bryson.